David, you looked like you were doing all right at one stage, and then suddenly it didn't look all right.
Yeah, I thought that too.
You know? It was around this bishop c6 moment where it started to get a bit wrong. I don't know.
I wasn't sure about b4 just before that. Maybe that's just...
But I didn't see a move. So, I mean, yeah, it was also looking pretty equal, but then after e4, it started to get uncomfortable. Yeah. I don't know.
A4.
I didn't. Rook d1. Okay, this is all pretty logical. Rook d8. Yes, I think I have to play d5 if I want to get something. But okay, there was bishop d5, of course, very interesting choice here. But it didn't seem to work. I mean, because if, let's say, bishop somewhere, then e4, I think maybe it's better for me to keep the knights and then bishop g5. But I couldn't make it work after b4, yes, somehow. And there are some interesting lines, a, b, c, b. Now there are two moves. I thought knight g5 first, I was quite happy about this move. Because bc probably is not good. I take, and all of a sudden bc start getting this. This seems to be coming, and I thought I'm winning here after I thought takes, queen d7. And now everything would be more or less okay if not queen b3. I think queen b3 looks very strong because bishop e3, knight e6, and if this and this, okay, this was at least what I calculated. Take and rook f8, bishop e6. Something like that. But the problem after knight g5, I couldn't make it work after rook d7. I was trying, I just couldn't make it work here.
You know, Vladimir, the other day you said, well, you're too old to calculate. Well, listen, this is incredible.
Yeah, but I'm sure there are some blunders here.
I've seen queen d7, I haven't seen queen d3.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm sure there are some blunders on the way. But anyway, after rook d7, I couldn't find the way through. I mean, I was trying rook a6 here, but still, let's say bc, couldn't really make it work somehow. Bishop c6, bishop c6, rook d7. Okay, if bishop d7, then rook e8, but I think after queen d7, there is some queen c4 is not there because queen d1 is coming, so I couldn't really make it work. And another option was rook takes a6 here also. Also couldn't make it work. This is maybe quite interesting, because I thought that bc probably now, because bishop a6, queen a6 might be quite good for me, because the knight is hanging, I don't know. But the problem is I thought bc, okay, bishop takes c6 check, bishop takes c6, rook takes d8 check, king takes d8. And now queen d3 check, I thought maybe. This strange check, just to see where black would go. Because if bishop d6, then maybe bishop d6 maybe is not good because of knight e5. That's what I thought. And let's say bishop d5, rook takes d6 check. Queen takes d6, knight takes f7 check, and king knight takes d6. Something like this. But after queen d3 check...
Is that all you could see?
Just showing off now.
No, but it's a very important line. I mean, otherwise I would have gone bishop d5. But after king c8, I couldn't really make it work here. Knight d4, bishop b7. I was thinking of rook a4 now, trying to get rook c4, but king b8. I couldn't really make it work here. And no, because otherwise bishop d5 would have been, because knight d5 I understand that, okay, maybe I'm a bit more comfortable, but there is nothing special after knight d5. So I wanted more, and bishop d5 would have been a choice, but couldn't make it work here, I don't know. e4 was an option, yeah, but doesn't seem to work also, just d4.
Bishop g5, just bishop
g7. Yeah, bishop g5, bishop e7, yeah, I didn't see anything
here. That bishop takes f6,
yeah, because also there is always c4 comes and then my bishop is out. So finally I thought I have to go for this position, which, well, still I have some pressure. I know it's possible to get bishop d6, yeah? But then I have bishop g5 after e4, yeah? Then maybe this is a difference, that now I have bishop g5, which can be a bit annoying. I don't know. I also, yeah, rook e8 or something. But I also actually thought bishop e7 is a main move. And now e4 castle, I think g3 is quite important move. Well, I mean, it looks like it should be very close to equality, but where exactly? I mean, I couldn't... I mean, I was also pretty much surprised, because I thought it's very little, but once I started to think, it's not so easy for black. I mean, I just want bishop f4, and my bishop is very powerful on d5. So, okay, knight a5 is logical, but then also the knight is getting kind of out of place. So, but I don't know what else to do here, because if bishop...
Maybe I could play queen b6 instead of queen c8.
Ah, you mean after? Yes. But then, yeah, knight a5 is logical, bishop f4. Yeah, but queen b6, then I had something else in my mind. First of all, I can get this thing, yeah? And play this move now. This could be maybe interesting.
Another take.
Yeah, take, because now at least your bishop is hanging on e7. And, but yeah, maybe bishop f6 and take d6 or something, but okay, maybe you can get bishop d6.
Make a bishop d6.
Yeah. But then maybe knight g5 or something, because your queen on c8 would come to f5 here. Maybe I get some threats. I mean, I still have initiative. I don't know how dangerous is it. Yeah, queen c8. I mean, also there is an option of knight playing knight e5 here, so it can be interesting. So I don't know, because queen on c8 looks more solid. For instance, here, let's say take, I can take, and now, for instance, knight d7 is threatening. And if queen e6, rook d1, maybe I still have initiative. Some knight d7 comes. I mean, yeah, it's made because, well, queen c8 looks so, but after a4, I actually was quite happy about a4. Because, okay, first I wanted to do this, but then it seems to be a draw just. Yeah, knight c4, I thought is the only move, yeah. And now I wanted takes, and I wanted somehow, because the problem is queen takes c4, there is queen g4. And okay, knight e5, I thought maybe I can try to make it work somehow because of something like that, and just to try to penetrate in the 7th rank, but I don't really believe it. I mean, something like this. You still have to...
Yeah, I kind of assumed it would be no problem there.
Yeah, just the problem, concretely, how do you settle your pieces? I mean, just with your bishop somehow, but I didn't believe it can be anything special here. I mean, probably there will be a way to make a draw. No, but also I thought maybe bishop c3. I was calculating this for quite a while. But then I think maybe queen g4, and I don't know, yeah, because queen g4, and okay, I thought rook e1 maybe, then try to get knight e5, and because my bishop is very strong on c3. But okay, this diagonal, I didn't like it so much. I mean, queen e6 maybe or something. Then some knight e5. I think it's pretty drawish. But once I found a4, actually, I quite like the position because I don't really see any moves in b4 for you.
Yeah, I was wondering about knight c4 first.
Knight c4? Yeah, but here it's already a pawn. Yeah, I mean, you don't get it back. Yeah, I think.
So how do you want to?
I mean, let's say take. Well, first of all, I get rook a7, which is quite interesting. Yeah, I can maybe try to play for initiative. But even if I just take, I mean, well, let's say take here. Yeah, I would say just to keep the 2 pawns. Okay, at least you are not getting it back. Well, you have certain play for it. I mean, let's say drawing chances. Yeah, definitely. But it's still a pawn. Yeah. So. No, but before doesn't look bad, but then somehow, actually at first I wanted to play knight e5 here. That was my first intention, knight e5. And I saw some very strange line just for fun. I mean, I was calculating, okay, if he goes bishop f6, I think maybe it's better to take first on d5 and bishop f6. But then I was calculating the following line. Okay, I can do this. Now bishop d5, I have knight takes f6 check, so this, and take. Maybe I'm winning here, because takes, rook c1, and queen d7, rook c7, okay, d3, queen f3 I have, and after queen a8, I think that I can check and bishop e5, and I don't see how to defend against queen g4. I don't know, at least this is what I was calculating. Maybe it's just winning, yeah. But of course, you can do better, I guess, maybe. Yeah, you should tell. Now I was not sure whether to take with a pawn or with a rook. Maybe rook, finally, I thought.
Now knight b3.
Yeah, knight b3, rook d1. Maybe I can still keep some pressure. Yeah, knight d4 and queen c4. And now I want bishop e3 next to queen e6, bishop e3. Yeah, that is what I was calculating. Maybe it works. I mean, because if once I take rook d5, queen d5. Queen e5, yeah. No, but then probably king g2. Yeah, that was another option.
Then rook d4.
No, here king g2.
No, but,
You mean after bishop e3? Yeah, but maybe better first this and then bishop e3. I know it's a kind, and after f6 maybe I have rook d4. I know it's a kind of strange position, but it's not so clear. I mean, so finally I played rook c1, and actually I like this move because okay, my play is very simple. In fact, I don't like any more black's position at all. Maybe rook f8. I thought maybe you should play rook f8 here. And now I wanted to choose between whether bishop e3, whether queen c2. I was not sure, but actually both moves seems to be quite pleasant because. Okay, this knight on a5 is a bit out of play, and after c4 I always get knight e5, and it seems that I have a pleasant plus. I don't know if I can win it, but I mean, all of a sudden I don't know what happened, but it seems that I'm better already. But I think bishop c6 is maybe a serious mistake because after bishop g5 it seems to start collapsing. Well, I still believe maybe this was the only choice, yeah. But I thought maybe I can do this. I was not sure if maybe this is possible.
Oh, wow.
Bishop
So
c5,
takes,
bishop d8, yeah.
And bishop f7.
And rook d8, bishop f7, yeah, looks
Wow.
pretty bad for black here. King f7, rook d8, and probably with all these pieces it will be bad, yeah. I mean, I thought. So maybe, so after bishop g5, actually I didn't see any defense really. I mean, okay, maybe queen c7 to go here, but then a6 is always hanging, so I think it's maybe kind of over. I mean, I was pretty much surprised. Maybe you could have taken here, yeah?
Yeah,
Because bishop e7, you get bishop c4 somehow.
rook d8.
Rook d8, bishop e2. Rook c8, rook c8, you can fight still. I mean, still knight d4 there and take on c5 is pretty bad, but I thought maybe e d5 is, no, yeah, maybe this is this, and now, yeah, I have different moves. Queen e3 looks also pretty serious, but maybe this is quite good actually. Takes. No, wait, rook f8. Of course, yeah. No, then it's just winning. No, take queen d8. Yes, maybe queen d8 you have. Bishop d8, bishop e2, bishop a5, bishop f3. Okay, rook c5, but you can maybe hold somehow here. Yeah, but okay, maybe that was the best. But I actually think also e d5 is better for me. I mean, this position. Rook takes c5, I think I have, yeah.
Then that b3.
Queen c2, this is very important move. Yeah, this is an important move, yeah. No, but and knight b7 I thought maybe is better, but then rook c7 still.
Yeah.
And knight d6. Okay, you can fight here. Okay, it's a pawn down, but you can. So maybe this is also. That's why after bishop g5, actually I could have taken knight g5 also. But I think this is just
Yeah, it's
winning.
a very
Yeah?
nice move. Very nice.
Yeah, because okay, the main line is at bishop b5, ab. Okay, maybe queen c2 in fact also wins, but this is winning by practically by force. Takes, threatening queen h5. So queen e7 I thought is only move.
Yep.
Queen h5, h6 only move. Knight takes f7.
Oh my God.
Rook takes d5 only move, I think. Knight takes h6 check. Gh, queen takes d5 check. Queen f7 ba. Okay, 4 pawns should be enough to win it.
Is that called the 4-pawn attack, is it? Is that what it is? That's...
I mean, a change queens and a pawn is also very strong, so it's probably winning. But after rook c5, it's basically over. Yeah,
I think you're kidding us about your calculation.
Yeah, I think... Yeah.
No, I mean, I didn't tell you that I calculate badly. I told you that I don't like to calculate. Not,
You seem to do it a lot, so I'm not sure.
well, when it's needed, you know. But here, no, okay, I don't know. Here, maybe e d5 was also, of course, good, but strangely enough, black can still kind of fight here. So takes, d6, queen d7, yeah. And after queen a6, you get bishop f6 and b3, b2 quickly. And I thought maybe there is a...
It's easier to blockade this pawn on the d file.
Yeah, that's a strangely now rook d5 looks strange, but in fact I didn't really see much chances for it because then somehow my a pawn is incredibly and your bishop is quite bad. Now, okay, there were a couple of tricks later. It's quite bad position here, but okay, b3 was a possibility, but it didn't work because of queen e2, rook c8, rook knight e1 now. It's quite painful, and finally I take.
Yeah, I only realised that after I played queen, after I played queen c2.
Yeah, and after queen b3, a5, this rook d5, I think it's precise here. Okay, queen a4, a6, I think pawn cannot be stopped because actually I'm threatening rook d8, in fact, it's the simplest threat. And
Just
then
explain
take,
why, so for the crowd, because...
well, because I want a7, a8, basically,
so
but
the point is-
let's say after a6 I play rook d8,
If queen takes
and
queen,
if
you
queen
take
takes
the
b7, rook takes f8 check, king takes f8, ab, and I'm queening my pawn because...
The knight can't... Yeah.
No, the knight doesn't have my queen, just because the knight controls the a5 square.
Controls
Yeah.
it.
So that's why it's quite okay. Maybe this is the only chance to kind of fight, but it looks totally lost. I mean, I didn't continue. I mean, I thought this seems to be good. This I calculated this now, and you have to come back. Okay, queen b8 should promote the pawn somehow. So b3, yeah, and then the thing is that in this position, in fact, okay, black cannot move at all. I mean, it's just totally over because I can do anything I want, black. So, okay, the rest, I don't know if maybe I could have won quicker somehow, but I saw no reason because it just simply black cannot move. So I just first put the box for the king and then I made it after. I mean, rook c3, I thought, yeah, okay, this is a nice line because black has two queens, but Okay, just that, let's say if he goes queen e4, the problem is that there is mate here, yeah. That's why I put my pawn on h5, actually. Yeah, okay, I was wondering if you do this, all of a sudden, okay, queen takes b4 is winning, of course, but the best is a8 queen, yeah, this is nice position. So white is winning.
So you've got enough queens there.
Let me just work that through. Okay, that's rather nice. Yeah, that's a lot of pressure.
Well, I think you've seen just about everything in that game.
Well, I don't know, but if you switch on the computer, maybe you would
Yeah,
correct. It's very possible.
That's less fun. David, have you got? I mean, any comments? I mean, I know it's very
Probably
difficult.
saw about 1% of that, so
Yeah, I think we was.
no, yeah, I thought I was doing okay, and then suddenly it was quite unpleasant. And I think just maybe 1 or 2 inaccuracies, and suddenly it was
Yeah.
very hard to hold. So.
It's amazing. Yeah. So have we? I mean, we've got some questions very quickly. Some before, because I know we've got a queue of people waiting. We did have some questions, and then I can't find them. Has anybody got a question in the crowd? A good question. A good one only. For one of these players, very quickly, before we get our next guys on.
I think we should probably leave it there, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Vladimir and David, thank you very much indeed.